So this is our recap for what we did today. This is the last live day of instruction for Cycle 3. What we were doing was finishing up the analyzing visual text activity that we started yesterday. So your copy will still be saved in your under the assignment in the classwork tab of Google Classroom. On the first day that we dealt with these slides, we handled these first 4 slides. So answering the questions on each of the visual texts themselves, and then the 3 questions here that ask you to compare them. So what we started with today was this, which is an excerpt or a piece of a poem called America and I. And what we did in class was I read this aloud. And as I read aloud, the students were highlighting any words that they saw or phrases that they saw that suggested to them how the author feels about America. The excerpt is continued on the second slide. We did the same thing, highlight or underline or whatever the words or phrases that you feel show you how this author feels about America. And then here you're asked to create a response. And here is the question. Based on the diction and syntax in the excerpt, what is the author's tone toward America and the American dream? What details about word choice and syntax support your answer? So that's kind of an intimidating question because of all the literary terms in there. I broke them down for you here. So the question is asking, what is the author's tone toward America and the American dream? Tone is no more than the writer's attitude toward a subject. So it's just asking, like, what does the author think about America? So you could put, the author is hopeful about America, the author is fearful about America, whatever word you think describes her attitude. And diction and syntax are the choice of words that she uses and the arrangement of words that she uses. So in the case of the things that we were highlighting on the previous 2 slides, you would look for a word or a phrase that you think shows how she feels. So you're naming the way she feels, and then you're proving how she feels that way with text evidence. So here, if you want to use some sentence starters, you would say something like the author's tone towards America is, and then you would fill in the blank with whatever word you feel should go there. And then she shows this tone by using words such as, and then you would provide a quote or a word and explain briefly how that shows what you've said her tone is. When you are done with those, you're going to come back to the classwork page and make sure you go into View Assignment and click Turn In so that it's turned into me for grading. And then I gave the rest of the time in class today for people to finish their Zinc placement tests if they did not finish them when we started them the other day. So that is the only other thing for the rest of today's class period.